To say, I was hurt about I was hurt about them not coming to the wedding. I understand they was going through some things, but if it's family, you're not gonna miss.
Brother, we're beyond friends. Really, like literally, my little brother is Kanye, and like your little brother, things happen sometimes.
But okay, right there. Tell me what happened.
I have no plan. Yeah.
North West thought that imitating Blue Ivy's iconic mouth covering pose to promote her new album would make Blue Ivy feel uncomfortable. However, a gesture from Blue Ivy at the Met Gala turned the tables and made North West the target of ridicule. North West went viral at Coachella for that mouth covering pose, a gesture that almost became her personal brand, even using it as her debut album cover in an attempt to claim it as her own. Yet, few know that North West originally imitated this gesture to mock Blue Ivy.
So, the latest talk going around is that Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, has allegedly been saying behind closed doors that North West feels overshadowed by everything Blue Ivy has already achieved. And honestly, people keep comparing the two non-stop online. Blue Ivy already has a Grammy, performed on a massive world stadium tour, impressed fans with her discipline and work ethic, and even showed up at the Met Gala like a young superstar. Meanwhile, North has a huge social media presence and always gets attention online, but critics keep pointing out that she hasn't reached those same career milestones yet. Because of that, there's chatter that North feels frustrated by people constantly saying Blue is ahead of her or more accomplished. The comparisons have gotten messy fast. And it doesn't stop there. Rumors are also flying that Kim Kardashian has been feeling some type of way about Blue Ivy getting special treatment at the Met Gala. One blind item even claimed Beyonce was allowed to bring Blue to the event, while Kim reportedly was not allowed to bring North again. And people say that situation really bothered her. Now, insiders are claiming Mama Tina also feels Kim has been way too comfortable putting North in the spotlight with edgy fashion choices and non-stop online attention. According to the gossip, Tina reportedly agrees with people online who think North should be allowed to enjoy being a regular kid instead of constantly being pulled into public drama and internet conversations. Honestly, it's wild how the conversation around these two famous families has shifted to the kids themselves. But that's exactly where things are now. People online keep debating whether North West secretly feels competitive with Blue Ivy. And a lot of it comes down to how completely different their worlds look in public. On one side, you've got Blue Ivy, who is treated almost like entertainment royalty. Every appearance feels carefully planned and polished. She rarely pops out publicly, which only makes people pay even more attention when she does. Most of the time, she's seen standing confidently beside Beyonce at huge concerts, major fashion events, luxury campaigns, and now even the Met Gala. Blue gives off this calm, quiet confidence where she barely has to say anything for everyone to focus on her. Then on the other side, North West is basically the face of the new social media generation.
Do you think Beyonce will be the type of mother that you were?
Absolutely, she already is. She is so involved and so careful about every decision concerning Blue. And Blue is told no way more than they were told no.
It seems like your work ethic is passed on to Beyonce and now it's passed on to Blue.
Is that her? Blue is a hard worker. She's a little boss already. They call her my manager for sure.
Oh, really? In what way?
I'm with Blue in Paris and we go to this play and I'm sneaking and videotaping and she's saying, Grandma, you're not supposed to video. And she's always bossing me around.
She's outspoken, funny, unpredictable, and always trending online. Whether she's posting on TikTok, joking around publicly, reacting to paparazzi, or showing off her edgy fashion style, people are constantly talking about her. North moves with way more chaos and energy, and fans either love it or criticize it non-stop. And honestly, just based on personality alone, people already assume these two probably wouldn't naturally click as friends. But what really has the internet talking is how differently they've been raised to handle fame. One side seems super controlled and private, while the other puts almost everything out into the public eye. And many people think that contrast alone makes comparisons between them even more intense. Recently, Mama Tina has been speaking very highly of Blue Ivy, constantly describing her as humble, respectful, talented, and super grounded. During interviews and press moments for the matriarch, Tina reportedly made it clear that Blue keeps a very small circle and isn't the type to chase attention or constantly try to go viral. She also praised Blue for being naturally skilled and dedicated to learning on her own, which many fans saw as a huge statement about the Carter family's values. A lot of people online quickly connected those comments to the completely different image surrounding the West Kardashian world. While Blue is often presented as calm, polished, and carefully protected from nonstop internet chaos, North is usually right in the middle of social media trends, viral clips, and headline-making moments. Because of that, fans started reading Tina's comments as subtle shade toward the Kardashian style of fame and parenting. Some social media users even believe the Carters prefer keeping Blue's image very professional and controlled, while North's louder online presence gets viewed as unpredictable. Whether Tina meant to spark those comparisons or not, people definitely started comparing the girls even more after those interviews. And because Blue keeps getting labeled online as the classy one or the disciplined one, there's growing gossip that North may feel uncomfortable with all the non-stop comparisons being pushed by fans. On top of that, people also point out that family history probably doesn't help either. After all, Jay-Z and Kanye West were once extremely close, but their relationship publicly fell apart over the years, and fans have never stopped talking about that fallout.
Blue Ivy had to wear braces due to orthodontic treatment. As a shy and reserved child, she didn't want to show her braces to the cameras, so she often covered her mouth in public out of modesty. Nonetheless, netizens maliciously misinterpreted the gesture, spreading baseless rumors about bad breath.
Back in 2007, Kanye West made it very clear how much he admired Jay-Z when he dropped his third studio album, Graduation. One of the standout tracks, Big Brother, was basically Kanye openly praising Jay as his mentor, inspiration, and close collaborator. At the time, their bond looked unbreakable, and fans loved seeing them move like family in the music industry. Then came the unforgettable 2009 VMAs moment that had everybody talking for years. Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech and famously declared that Beyonce should have won the award instead. Whether people agreed with it or not, many saw that moment as Ye publicly riding hard for Beyonce and the Carter family. The friendship only got bigger after that. By 2011, Jay-Z and Kanye West teamed up for their massive joint album, Watch the Throne, and the hype around it was insane. Fans all over social media treated every update like a major event, and the two even went on a huge tour together. Around that time, Jay-Z also spoke publicly about working with Kanye, admitting it could sometimes be difficult, but still calling him his little brother, which showed how deep their connection seemed back then. But somewhere along the way, things reportedly started falling apart behind the scenes. One major moment people still bring up is Jay-Z and Beyonce not attending Kanye and Kim Kardashian's wedding. That decision sparked non-stop rumors, and Kanye later spoke about the tension during a very long interview with Charlemagne the God, saying the situation made the distance between them even worse. What made the situation even messier was the timing of everything. While rumors were spreading that Beyonce and Jay-Z missed the wedding because of a family emergency, Beyonce later posted a vacation selfie that same day, and social media instantly took it as a major sign of disrespect toward Kanye and Kim. People online dragged that moment for weeks. After that, the relationship between the two families reportedly never fully recovered. Kanye was especially upset when he felt Jay-Z didn't reach out enough after Kim Kardashian was robbed in Paris. During one stop on his St. Pablo tour in Seattle, Kanye openly called Jay out in front of the crowd, and the moment became huge news everywhere. Kanye directly said, "You don't call me after the robbery and say, 'How you feeling?' You want to know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house like we're brothers. Let's sit down." That speech really showed how personal the fallout had become between them. At the time, Kanye also revealed that his children and Jay-Z's children had never really spent time together, despite both families being so connected for years. And honestly, fans now look back at that and wonder if the distance between the parents may have naturally created distance between North and Blue, too.
North West felt triumphant, believing she had found a way to outshine Blue Ivy. But while she used the opportunity for self-promotion, the Met Gala red carpet dealt her a heavy blow. Blue Ivy walked the iconic red carpet with her parents, the same carpet North West had always dreamed of. Meanwhile, North West could only peek discreetly from the entrance, watching Blue Ivy bask in the spotlight while she remained excluded from an event she could never attend.
And things only got more chaotic from there. Kanye has publicly criticized both Jay-Z and Beyonce multiple times over the years, including during concert rants that instantly went viral online. At one point, he even claimed Beyonce pressured the VMAs behind the scenes by allegedly saying she would not attend unless she won Video of the Year. Kanye argued that he believed he should have won instead, which sparked a massive debate across social media and entertainment blogs. Then there was the whole title situation. People thought it was strange when Kanye eventually separated from the streaming platform, especially since he had originally been one of the major artists connected to the service when Jay-Z launched it. Reports later claimed Kanye felt he was owed millions, and the fallout only added more tension to the already damaged relationship between them. Over time, Kanye also made several comments suggesting Jay-Z and Beyonce were too influenced by the music industry and said he no longer wanted to be associated with them. Those statements shocked a lot of fans because of how close they once seemed. Things got even more confusing when Kanye and The Game previewed a track called Tina, which many listeners believed referenced Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles. The song reportedly included a voice sample connected to Tina, along with lyrics and social media posts that left fans trying to figure out what message Kanye was really sending. Online reactions were all over the place, with people calling the whole situation awkward, messy, and completely unexpected. Things got even more controversial when Kanye started posting strange messages online that had fans completely confused. At one point, he shared a photo of himself and claimed he was using the Game's phone to send Tina Knowles a direct message with a banana emoji, writing, "This Game's phone." The internet immediately exploded with reactions, with many people questioning what exactly he was trying to imply. Then another post appeared using the same emoji, along with the caption, "Tear that monkey up, baby." That message especially sparked backlash online, with many social media users calling the posts disrespectful and unnecessary. And Kanye still wasn't finished posting. He later uploaded a clip of Tina Knowles dancing through Jennifer Hudson's Spirit Tunnel while staff members cheered her on, captioning it, "Game finna slide for the guys." Fans were left trying to decode the meaning behind the posts, while others felt the whole situation had crossed the line into uncomfortable territory. There was also backlash over comments Kanye made involving Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins, which many people online strongly criticized. Because of all that public drama, some fans believe Tina Knowles likely became even more protective of Blue Ivy and her public image afterward. At the end of the day, all of these moments are still easy to find online, and people point out that North and Blue are now old enough to eventually see the history for themselves. Many fans think growing up around years of public tension, interviews, and online drama could naturally make things awkward between the two families, even if the kids themselves never caused any of it. And honestly, people have also spent years questioning whether Kim Kardashian and Beyonce were ever truly close behind the scenes. Even though Kim once publicly called Beyonce the sweetest person, reports from a Watch the Throne concert claim the two barely interacted unless cameras were around. According to eyewitness gossip, they mostly kept things polite in public, while fans noticed the distance between them. Then there's the story that still gets brought up online all the time. Rumors claimed Kim allegedly gifted Beyonce a luxury gold-boxed contour kit worth around $150,000 after the birth of the twins, but gossip later spread that Beyonce supposedly gave the gift away to hospital staff without even opening it. Whether true or exaggerated, that rumor definitely fueled even more tension talk between both fan bases. Because of moments like that, many people believe neither family was exactly rushing to build a close friendship behind the scenes. Still, despite all the drama, comparisons, and internet theories, North West and Blue Ivy are both growing up under an unbelievable level of public attention that most adults couldn't even imagine handling.
Difference between Blue Ivy age 13 and Northwest age 12 is worlds apart. You can tell that Blue Ivy was raised by both of her parents, showing a united front and raising her in a loving home, compared to Northwest, who has been raised by her parents, constantly beefing online and in the eye of the public media. It is no surprise that broken homes raise broken children. Now, of course, this is not the case for all children.
At the end of the day, a lot of the so-called rivalry may really come from fans and ongoing family history more than the girls themselves. Both North and Blue are simply growing up in the spotlight, while the internet turns every move into a competition. And social media definitely isn't helping calm things down either. Every single time Northwest or Blue Ivy makes a public appearance, the internet instantly turns it into a competition. If Blue performs at an event, people rush to praise her professionalism and maturity. Then if North posts something funny or chaotic online, critics immediately start comparing their personalities like they're supposed to be the exact same person. What's really interesting is how differently fans react to them. Blue Ivy is usually celebrated for being quiet, elegant, and composed, while North gets attention for being outspoken, creative, and unpredictable. Neither style is wrong, but online discussions always try to frame one as better than the other, and that's where the whole situation gets messy fast. People also forget these are two young girls growing up in completely different environments, with completely different parents, lifestyles, and expectations placed on them every day. Blue is often presented in carefully managed public moments tied to music, fashion, and major events, while North has practically grown up in front of social media cameras, with millions constantly watching her every move. And because both families are so famous, fans keep reading into every tiny detail, looking for hidden tension. One photo, one missing interaction, or one viral clip is enough for the internet to create an entire rivalry narrative overnight. At this point, the comparisons seem way more intense coming from the public than from North or Blue themselves. What also keeps this conversation alive is the pressure that comes with carrying famous last names. People aren't just watching Northwest and Blue Ivy as regular celebrity kids anymore. Fans already expect them to become major stars before they're even fully grown, and that kind of spotlight creates non-stop scrutiny from the public. With Blue Ivy, people constantly highlight her performances, confidence on stage, and polished appearances beside Beyonce. Every time she steps out, social media acts like they're witnessing the next entertainment icon. Some fans even say she already moves with the calm professionalism of someone twice her age, which only adds to the hype surrounding her image. Meanwhile, Northwest has built attention in a completely different way. She trends because of her personality, her humor, her fashion choices, and the unpredictable moments she shares online. Whether she's joking around in videos, reacting to paparazzi, or making bold comments online, North knows how to grab attention instantly, and supporters love that she feels more raw and unfiltered. But the internet keeps trying to force both girls into opposite categories, almost like people want one to represent classy and controlled, while the other represents chaotic and rebellious. That narrative has only made the comparisons harsher over time. And honestly, when adults online keep turning every appearance into a debate, it becomes easier to see how rumors about jealousy or rivalry start spreading so quickly, even without either girl publicly saying anything negative about the other. Another thing people keep pointing out is how carefully the Carter family protects their image compared to the Kardashian West world, where almost everything becomes public content sooner or later. Beyonce and Jay-Z have spent years building this ultra-private luxury brand where fans rarely get full access to what's happening behind the scenes. That mystery only makes people more fascinated whenever Blue Ivy appears in public. Meanwhile, the Kardashian empire was built on visibility, social media moments, reality TV, and constant interaction with fans. North grew up surrounded by cameras, live streams, TikTok clips, fashion shoots, and viral moments from a very young age. Because of that, people often feel like they know North's personality more, while Blue remains more mysterious and reserved in the public eye. That difference alone has created non-stop debates online. Some fans admire Blue's quieter presence and see it as sophisticated and disciplined, while others prefer North's bold energy and confidence because it feels more relatable and entertaining. The problem is that social media keeps treating those differences like they have to compete against each other instead of just existing separately. And then there's the fan bases, which honestly make everything 10 times more dramatic. Beyonce supporters and Kardashian fans have been clashing online for years, so now even the kids get pulled into those arguments. Every public moment turns into another excuse for people to compare achievements, fashion, popularity, and even parenting styles, which only keeps the rivalry rumors spinning even more.
But the comparison between the two is evident in the different upbringings they have had and the different parenting styles that they have had witness to. Now, obviously, we don't know the ins and outs of how they've been raised, but Blue Ivy, she seems like such a kind, polite young girl. But Northwest, I don't even want to say too much, but at the end of the day, they are both children and they're both growing up.
What makes the situation even more intense is that both North and Blue are growing up during a time when celebrity culture moves faster than ever. Every outfit, facial expression, performance clip, or social media post gets analyzed within minutes. Fans create edits, reaction videos, comparison threads, and entire debates before either girl probably even has time to process what's happening. Blue Ivy especially gets treated like someone carrying a legacy. Because she's Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter, people expect perfection every single time she appears in public. Whether she's dancing on stage, attending a major event, or simply standing beside her parents, the internet immediately turns it into a conversation about grace, talent, and future superstardom. North, on the other hand, grew up in a much louder digital environment where personality drives attention. She says what she feels, reacts in real time, and naturally creates viral moments without even trying. That unpredictability keeps people entertained, but it also opens the door for non-stop criticism from strangers online who judge everything she does.
And honestly, the constant comparisons probably say more about celebrity culture than the girls themselves. People love creating good girl versus rebel girl narratives because it keeps engagement high online. One child gets labeled polished and elegant, while the other gets framed as wild or chaotic, even though both are simply growing up under completely different circumstances. At the end of the day, the internet seems determined to turn every interaction, every achievement, and every public appearance into part of this ongoing storyline, whether North and Blue actually see each other that way or not. And let's be real, celebrity kids have always dealt with pressure, but North and Blue are growing up in a completely different era where public opinion never sleeps. Back in the day, famous families could shield their children from non-stop commentary a little more, but now every moment becomes trending content within seconds. That kind of attention can easily turn normal teenage phases into worldwide discussions overnight. What's interesting is that both girls already influence culture in their own ways, even at a young age. Blue Ivy has become associated with polished performances, luxury fashion, and that calm confidence people connect with the Carter brand. Meanwhile, North has built a reputation for being fearless, outspoken, and creatively unpredictable, which fits perfectly into the fast-moving social media world she grew up in. Because their images are so different, fans keep acting like they represent opposite sides of celebrity culture. One side values privacy, control, and elegance, while the other thrives on openness, personality, and viral attention. And once the internet picks a narrative like that, people start looking for proof everywhere, even in tiny details that probably mean nothing in real life.
At the same time, there's also pressure coming from the expectations tied to their parents' success. People constantly wonder whether Blue will fully step into music and performance like Beyonce, or whether North will eventually dominate fashion, entertainment, or social media on her own terms. The comparisons just keep getting bigger as they grow older, and fans don't seem ready to stop anytime soon. What's even crazier is how every tiny interaction between these families suddenly becomes headline material. If North and Blue are seen at the same event but don't interact publicly, people instantly assume there's tension. If one family posts vacation photos while the other is trending online, fans somehow connect the dots and start creating entire theories out of nowhere. The Met Gala situation especially added more fuel to all the speculation. People online became obsessed with the idea that Blue Ivy was being welcomed into elite fashion spaces, while North was still being kept at a distance from certain events. Whether those rumors were accurate or not, social media treated it like proof that one family was being viewed differently from the other behind closed doors. Then there's the constant discussion about parenting styles. Beyonce and Jay-Z are often praised for maintaining strict privacy and structure around their children, while Kim and Kanye's approach has usually been far more public and expressive. Because of that contrast, fans keep debating which environment is better, and somehow the kids end up carrying the weight of those arguments online. And honestly, that's probably the unfair part in all of this. North and Blue didn't create the history between their parents, the fan wars, or the internet narrative surrounding their families. But because they're both growing up in the spotlight at the same time, people naturally keep placing them side by side like they're competing for the same crown. At this point, the rivalry rumors seem less about actual personal issues and more about the public projecting years of celebrity drama onto the next generation. At the end of the day, Northwest and Blue Ivy are probably just two young girls living completely different lives with different interests, different friend groups, and totally different kinds of pressure on them. The internet may be obsessed with turning them into rivals, but there's a very real chance they barely even think about each other the way social media thinks they do. Still, one thing a lot of people have noticed is how both the Carter family and the West Kardashian world continue keeping their children connected to the spotlight in different ways. Whether it's through fashion, performances, social media, or public appearances, fans are constantly watching the next generation just as closely as the parents. But now, I want to hear what you think. Are you more into Blue Ivy's mysterious, polished superstar image, or do you prefer Northwest's loud, unpredictable, and unfiltered energy? And do you think there's actually tension between the girls themselves, or is this whole thing really about old family drama spilling into the next generation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed the breakdown.